Hey, what's going on, guys? 118 Seth Shadow here. So, we got a bit of a reversal today on a number of cards, mainly on Trick or Trick, where we're starting to see some decreases in prices. So the hype is kind of settling a little bit. I would say that's mostly thanks to the Stride decks taking over a lot of it. But Lyrical Melody Set 4, which had a lot of high pricing on triple rares, has significantly decreased on a lot of cards. The first one we're going to cover is Strega, which is the order searcher based on playing normal orders. And the other day at tournament, I actually saw this blade in Lutetia, which it almost felt like I was playing against Pale Moon rather than a lyrical deck with all these soul swapping that came from the order. But anyway, Strega has dropped on base price to around $18, where before I had mentioned it was kind of holding steady in the 20s, and the market price is currently $22.96. But listings overall have been moving their way down there. And the same goes for Unica, which, if you take a look at the Trick or Trick version, which is the first one on the list, the market price has dropped under $20 and the base listing is now $17.01. Also, thanks to the BSF, Uica's next full art has now arrived on TCG Player. Although there are no listings of it right now, it's not like the FFR with the foiling and the border. It's just a plain card. I don't think it has foiling. I haven't seen one myself, so I couldn't tell you, but it is a full art. And there are a number of other cards that come out of the promo pack that we're getting for the BSF that will have that as well. But I'll also note that the Set 3 version also dropped under $20 for its base price, but its market price is still in the 30s. And the reprint from Festival Collection is still the most expensive base price at $26. That one is also in the 30s for its market price. Labrador had seen a pretty big buyout on the triple rare before, getting up to the $15 range, but we're back to $5 for the base, and we have listings again, 17 of them. But if you want the FFR, the MSP of this card, those are gone. Those are gone. So you'll have to settle for the triple rare. Sorry to those who like to max rarity their lyricals, but yeah, $5 base, market price is 12-ish when it comes to the triple rare. Charmot has also dropped off in price, where it was just barely climbing over $10. Now the market price is $8.68 for the triple rare, and the base listing is now $5, but it has over 30 listings available. Yeah, that's just how it is there. And the FFR has also dropped to 70 overall. And the LSR is still holding well over $300, over $325 basically. So if you want those are still available on the market, but their prices are still pretty high. Going over some promos that have dropped as well. With the last round of Feb to March promos, we were seeing some heavy drop-offs on them, which I covered a few. Just to continue on that, Bringer of New Style Sirius, which is Alden support, has aligned on its base price for both the regular and the foil. I wouldn't say the same for the market price, but they're both just under $8 if you want to pick them up. The market price on the foil is currently $15, while the market price on the non-foil is almost $6. Friendship Fairy for Magnolia is up in value from the last time we talked about it. Well, last time I had mentioned it, it was in buyout, and it's still low on listings. If you want them, note, they're aligned. Foil and non-foil are now base $10, and the market prices are actually pretty close to each other, but the non-foil's market price is higher than the foil's. So, again, just make sure you're paying attention to the foil versus the regular, because you could get some value out of that. Mythoric Habitat is one of the cards that also got reprinted with the BSF, and the price is now $13 base with 13 listings, and market price is $16.25 on that. There are no listings yet on the full art. I would imagine we'll see some soon, now that we've gone through at least 2 weeks of BSF. Well, we've only gone through 1 week in the North American region. Otherwise, I believe it's only Europe at this point. United Dianos with heroes getting featured in the last episode, I wanted to cover this one and see where it's at. We're looking at $4.49 for the base price, and market price is currently $4.88. There are 12 listings available, so it's still pretty much available. Although it is moving with, well, I guess it hasn't moved too much since the episode, since that aired on Friday, but it's selling for $4 to $5, which is, I'd say it's pretty typical, especially for an older triple rare. But then you've also got Almagestar Unica. There's going to be some new support announced for Almagestar this coming Thursday, I believe. So just looking ahead at where Unica is sitting right now, it's still got lots of listings available, over 43 of them. Market price is $3.27 and the base price is currently $2. In terms of actual sales, we've got $2 to $4. So just watch out for this as well as other Unica support. Whether it supports Mask or not is going to be a big factor, but at the very least, we'll see how much it affects the base form. A quick discussion point on some promos between Shododoji and Arite. Redon Kunai it has a lot of listings available, 18 for the base form and 12 for the foil, and both of them are under $10 right now. 5 for the normal and almost $9 for the foil. But in comparison, remember how I was talking about the buyout of Savoid last time? Well, that buyout got pretty intense. It's now out of stock for its base form, and it's bought out to the point of $40 on the foil. Arite and Shododoji have both been confirmed to get new retrains coming in D format for Divine, but the one that's been getting a lot more attention is Arite, which last week I also talked about Wavy Loss in addition to this card, and it's Shododoji's not getting the same kind of attention that Arite is. This is mostly just a matter of popularity. And so that's just something else to consider when it comes to cards that can potentially see buyouts. It's not necessarily competitive value, but some players, a lot of players, could very well want to see the value increase on lots of fan favorites like Arite. I was talking about this one on Twitter the other day. Wisdom Beginning That Cleared the World, which has a rare and an FR. We talked about the FR's buyout some time back. Yesterday, I posted on Twitter that there were not that many listings left on the rare. And today, it got worse. So I gotta take a look at this in detail now. 40 copies? Oh, geez. I don't think that's gonna... If that flies, that's not gonna be good. 2 listings overall. They've been selling for $1 to $2 recently. And the only listings available are $7 and $7.50. That's a massive price increase there. I'm sure this is a rare. There have got to be more of them. There have got to be more quantities out there. So if you've got these, well, they're selling in the $2 range now. So just keep that in mind. Barrow Magnus got a new support card announced, and I want to cover where it's at right now. 9 listings on the SP starting at $10, and there are still 26 listings on the triple rare starting at 88 cents, but a market price of $132. Ultimately, it's hard for triple rares to stay that far down unless they're just not as popular. Barrow Magnus also had premium capability in the past. I guess it still technically does. But in any case, it's not going high, so I just wanted to cover and see where it was at. Looking at some of the high rarity cards, Diablo's Girls Ariana, which is one of the heal triggers for Dark States, has listings underneath $10 right now. The SP is now at a market price of $12.10, but has been selling for $5 to $6 recently. And there are only 3 listings available that are under $10 right now. So if you do want to pick this up, for high rarity's sake, under $10 for a heal trigger isn't bad at all, in my opinion. Barbizon for Cardinals got bought out as well. It's now at 2 listings at $31 to start off with. and a market price of $17.42. And right now, its recent sales have all been $15 or higher. Again, the only listings available are 30 and 40, so hopefully we'll see a few more copies of this come back on with this buyout. But yeah, just so you know, it is moving. The other one that's moving is Command of Death's Restraint. The FR of this now only has one listing at basically $5 when you count the shipping. And recent sales of this have been $3, $2, so yeah, if you got the FR of this, it is selling for a few bucks. So you can wait it out a little and see if it keeps moving, or you have the chance to drop it here. Lady Fencer of Bipolar Nebula is running out of FFR listings. It's up to $11 base. The market price is $7.45 right now. But its triple rare is still widely available. 33 listings on that with 15 cents. I don't anticipate this to go very high, but it's interesting to see that this buyout is happening. And our final card today is Poison in Paradise Eva, where this is mostly about the FFR. It's been bought out to the point of a single listing at $120. And if we take a look at the recent sales on this card, the market price is almost $67, and three copies got bought at 70 or above recently, while we saw more sales at 60 and 50 earlier. So yeah, if you've got Poison in Paradise FFRs, they're moving. So I'd take a look, and well, you could probably get rid of them for maybe 80 at this point. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.